There is no God but Allah. Just kidding. There is no God. Period. How do I know this? Well, I don't. All I know for sure is, A, the probability that God exists is very, very low. And B, religion is good and bad. Now, why is the existence of God so unlikely? Because there is no evidence for the existence of God. Not to mention, there's not much need for him. A lot of people say the universe we live in is really big and complex. Well, it is. Some of those people say that it is so big and complex that it must have been created by someone or something, i.e., God. Well, that perhaps makes sense until you ask, wouldn't something that's capable of creating something as big and complex and weird as our universe have to be just as much, if not more, complex than what it creates? This naturally leads to the question, who or what created the universe? This naturally leads to the response, well, God is just so big and awesome that he didn't need a creator. Which naturally leads to, you could then argue that the universe is so big and awesome that it didn't need a creator either. We don't know how the universe came into existence, but we have a lot of interesting theories. And God is not one that makes a lot of sense. The more we understand the natural world, the more we see that God is an illogical, unneeded explanation. I'm not going to say that there is no possible way God exists. I'm an agnostic atheist. But if there is anything in any way resembling a being who created the universe, it is probably far different than any one of us could ever imagine. The truth is, we will never fully learn the secrets of the universe, and we will probably never stop struggling against the tides of ignorance and the unknown. Which brings me to my second point, religion. I believe that religion is, and can be, a very destructive force in our world. It grants men and women unwarranted hubris and power over other people and encourages us to fear and condemn what we do not understand. It leads to hate, intolerance, and violence. In other words, religion sucks. But that's not the whole story. Most religious people are not stupid or crazy. Not all religion drives people to be violent, anti-intellectual bigots. The universe is a big, scary place, and even though it is much, much smaller, even this planet, to us, seems very large and frightening. Some people are capable of living in a world with no God, or absolute objective morality, or purpose. Those of us who stare into the cold, unfeeling oblivion of the cosmos and sense the futility of existence beyond the meaning that we ourselves give it, may be the lucky ones. Or we may be the most miserable, angry, and cynical bunch of fucks who've ever lived. At the very core, I don't believe it's wrong to believe in good and evil, to believe that actions have consequences, to believe in love and forgiveness and truth. We all have to live on this planet, and so we should do everything we can to get along. We won't, but we should at least try. At the end of the day, though, we are all human, and we all have to stare into the face of our own existence and derive some kind of meaning that allows us to go on.